We're back down mudlarking on the estuary, and this morning we had our first real frost of the year, and I can tell you now that wind is keen and it's really cold down here today. See all the gulls on the sandbank over there, they're coming off the sea. Oh yeah, it is cold today. Well, we're out in the water again, and I'll tell you now, it's a bit chilly. Can't normally get this far out when we're walking, so the tide's really out. You can see the current there where the river's swinging round, so I'm not going to go that far out. I'm on the lookout today for something called a hagstone or an adderstone. Now, hagstone is a special stone that's got a natural hole all the way through it, and I thought, all this stone here, there's sure to be one about. Now, the story behind a hagstone is that it was used to ward off evil spirits and curses and bad magic, because everybody knows that magic can't cross over water. And because a hagstone, because the hole was made by water, if you wore it round your neck, bad magic or curses wouldn't affect you. And all this stone's been uncovered, so there's sure to be one here somewhere. So hopefully I might find one today, fingers crossed. Although saying that, with this wind, I'm not sure I'll be able to cross my fingers. That cold. It's a drippy nose day today. It's hard to believe thousands and thousands of years ago, when the sea levels were lower, this would have been a wooded valley, and the river would have been running out down the middle there. It's hard to believe. I don't know, 5,000 years ago, we'd have been walking through a nice forest here. Go play, go play. Go play. Go play. Go play. Bramble! Bramble! Bramble, come! You gonna get it? You can see the damage the last few weeks storms have done onto the foreshore. Really has been hammered. It's a shame really, but I suppose it's nature, isn't it? All the way down, tons of foreshore just been ripped apart. But what have we got here? I've got to be careful I don't step backwards because it's about 4 feet deep there. But we've got something that's glass. What's that? Wow, what on earth's that? Give it a rinse. Oh, blimey, that water's cold. Oh, heck, that is cold. Oh, what do you think that is? It says AW on the bottom. I have no idea what that could have been. Nice to find though. Whoa, what a great find. It wouldn't really be mudlarking unless we found an old boot. There you go, look at that, that's a few years old, isn't it? What do you reckon, Bramble? Yeah? See all the crustaceans on it. I've just found this bottle top. It's a bit battered, but it's got writing around the top. So I've just managed to make it out. It says Alloa Glassworks Company. Now, Alloa is in Scotland, so I wonder how this got down here. I'll have to do some research, find out who the Alloa Glass Company was. Just found a bottleneck with a cork in. Making a bit of a fuss. A little rubber welly. I wonder who's lost that. That's a very tiny welly, that, isn't it? Oh, some poor kiddie lost it in the mud. Well, I've been looking for a hagstone. I haven't found one, and there aren't many bottles about, but Dog Mum has made probably what is the find of the day. I'm really impressed with her observational skills, because she's found a sprout. How on earth has a sprout got down here on the foreshore? But credit to Dog Mum, 10 out of 10 for finding it. I'm very impressed. Not sure what to do with it though. Better put it somewhere Bramble won't find it, or she'll eat it. I was going to say the shoreline's been decimated, but it's really the wrong word to use, decimate, because that's a word that goes back to the Roman legions, and to decimate a legion meant that every 10th man was beaten to death by his friends, and if his friends were deemed to be not putting enough effort into the beating, they'd be beaten to death as well. And that's where decimate comes from. Nice people, the Romans. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Hi everybody, and got a nice little roundup for you today. We found two nice glass objects down on the foreshore today, and they're really interesting. The history behind them is really good. When I did the research, I was really pleased what I found. Now the first one is this, and I wasn't sure what it was at first, but it's a potted meat jar, potted meat paste jar, and you can see here that's where the label would have been. Now potted meat was made famous by a company called Shipham's, and they began in 1750. And they were started by a man with a fantastic name. His name was Sergeant Shipston Shipham. And he started off selling butter, cheese and meat, which he got from the West Country of England. And during the Napoleonic Wars, the company supplied provisions to the dockyards and the ships. at Plymouth Harbour and Spithead. Now soon after, the company went into making pastes and sandwich spreads and soups. And the company prided itself on their ability to source products from all over the world. The boast was that they had sardines from Portugal, anchovies from Spain, salmon from Canada, lobster from Nova Scotia, shrimps from Holland, prawns from Scandinavia, and the best one of all, turtles from Bermuda. So whatever they made turtles into, I don't know. But it's interesting that they could get the products from all over the world, and they made them into meat pastes and they packed them into these jars. Now in 1906, the company started using sterilised glass jars with an airtight metal lid. And it was from then that they sort of established themselves as the name we know today. Now, when I was at school, my packed lunches were made up of Shipham's chicken paste, and I used to put mint sauce on, and they were absolutely delicious. I love them. And it sort of took me back to my childhood, sort of doing the research on this. But it's a fantastic jar. So we know it's post 1906, so it's probably 100 years old, this jar. We can see that there's the label, so it might have been meat paste or crab paste, or I don't know, maybe chicken paste. But it's a lovely thing to find. Yeah, such a nice piece of history. Now the other thing we found was this. It looks like a bottle top, a stopper for a bottle, and it's from the Alloa Glassworks. Now Alloa's up in Scotland, and the Alloa Glassworks have been in the town since 1750. And the Alloa Glassworks, the construction was overseen by Lady Frances Erskine, and she was the daughter of John Erskine, who was the 6th Earl of Mar, and he was known as Bobbing John, and he was famous for leading the Jacobite army at the Battle of Sheriffmuir in 1715. Now the works on the glassworks took about 18 months to complete, and Lady Erskine was quite a far-seeing lady. She knew Alloa was ideally placed for trade and commerce, and the raw materials for making glass were close by. Salt was brought in from nearby Kennet pans, and the sand and kelp was brought from the River Forth. Now the men involved in making glass were highly skilled, and Lady Erskine brought in renowned Bohemian glassmakers and the families over from Europe. Now Bohemia is what we would call the Czech Republic today, and she brought them over to oversee the building of the glassworks and also to train the local workforce. Now the Alloa Glassworks today are unique in having only one of 4 remaining glass cones left in the country. There's only 4 left, and the glass cones made the production of glass much more efficient. And the glass cone now is a scheduled monument. So to find this buried in the sand, it's a fantastic link to history, such an interesting history behind it. You know, it's probably, I don't know, 150 years old, this, but the company that made it, 1750, fantastic, and then the history from it is brilliant. Who knows who made this? It could have been somebody from Bohemia, somebody from the Czech Republic who made this. It's fantastic to actually hold them. And how did it get there? And what was it the bottle stopped for? What was it the top for? I don't know, maybe a wine bottle or a water jug, I don't know. And I'll probably never know, but it's brilliant, and it's got the writing around the top. It's always good to find. Now, we love doing these videos for you, and we love sharing all the things that we find out and all the bits of history. And if you like watching them, you'll see Bramble's nose in the bottom corner. Give it a boop, subscribe, press like, give us a thumbs up, and we'll keep making them. We do love them. The dogs love getting down on the foreshore, and we enjoy going down and finding all these things, these little snippets of history. They're fantastic. just to sort of hold in your hand. It's brilliant. And when you start researching them, what you find out is just incredible. So thank you for watching, guys. We do appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Stay safe, and bye for now.